So we're here with Matthew Evans, SVP of Digital at Nickelodeon.
Right.
I thank you greatly for being here.
No, it's great to be here. It's a great event. You guys are doing something really special here. It's nice to be a part of it.
Thank you. Obviously, Nickelodeon is doing some truly compelling stuff. How does that happen in a place so big as Nickelodeon?
I think there's three things that Nickelodeon helps to create that kind of environment. One is leadership. Mm-hmm. President of Nickelodeon really is always focused on the fact that we need to be reinventing ourselves. And then secondly, research, as I touched on in the chat, is an important part of what we do. So always understanding what our audience wants, and that audience changes, and what they want always changes, so that requires us to continue to do new things.
The audience changes?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
You know, we focus on our core audience. We is 6 to 11-year-olds, or 6 to 12 for Nick, and we do preschoolers, and we also adults. We kind of run the gamut, but that every 3 years, right? It's a new set of kids.
I was like,
through.
wait, isn't it the same demo?
It's the same demo, but
I'm not very bright. I'm sorry.
Kids in the demo are changing. And recently we're also noticing that there's a new generation of kids coming up. We're calling them the Post Millennials right now. Okay. We're all waiting for a better name for it, but that's what we're calling them for right now. That have a different approach, and we're trying to provide them with different products and experiences.
Is it that those Post Millennials are just perhaps more digitally savvy, and that they've grown up with tablets and they know how to navigate and have that interaction?
That's a component of it, but even their attitudes are a little bit different. 88% of them think they're the smartest kid that they know, which is statistically impossible, right? And 9 and 10 are
Mom and Dad said so.
Think they can accomplish anything, and they love being with their parents more than previous generations. Spending time with their family, right? We're all Gen Xers, right? Grew up, and we're want to get away from our parents, right?
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
That trend has continued, and it's really pronounced with this audience. So, and funny is more important for kids than ever. So it's important for us to understand the attitudes as well as their habits to provide the experiences and the products for them.
Give me an example of that, something that.
Yeah, well, a simple example. I think in a lot of our shows that you'd used to see, you wouldn't see any adults in them. Right, iCarly was a great show for us, and in the storyline, her dad is away serving in the military. She's got her older brother as her guardian. Very few adults in it. Yeah. Now we're creating shows where you see the whole family together. Like the Thundermans is a new show for us, and it's fantastical. They're about superheroes, but you see the whole family. So
it's kind of a nice trend, a nice shift.
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating. Does Nickelodeon get as granular as trying to figure out what's happening?
Well, we can only. I think we can observe, and then we can sort of come up with some theories. And I think there's something to the fact that the way we all parent now, it's not just the helicopter parent anymore, it's the Velcro parent.
You heard it here first, the Velcro parent.
Right, and you constantly want to make sure that they have everything that they need.
Sure.
Right, so being a kid is awesome right now. It's completely comfortable, right? Kids don't want to grow up and leave.
Yeah, why?
This is they've got it all.
They got it made, right?
Right. So I think it's the environment that parents are providing their kids that are sort of creating this.
I love it. What's the overarching marching orders for you specifically?
Yeah. For us, it's really about extending the brand experience.
Okay.
Right. And when we were putting the Nick app together, this was something that, again, the president of the company kind of threw out to us as a challenge for us to think about what we were going to do as we got our assignment was, how do you take digital, gives us the opportunity to let our audience engage with our properties and our brands in new and different ways. It shouldn't be television.
Okay.
Right? They can watch episodes on TV, it's just great, but what else can we do? And particularly in television, a lot of what people do in digital is, here's how to go back to TV.
Right.
Here's a clip from what you saw last night. Here's a clip of what you're going to see again. And while that's certainly important, we want to drive tune-in and we want to drive ratings, we take a little bit broader view to say, if we create content around our properties that they engage with, that will build affinity. They'll stick with us, and they will watch, and they will buy our consumer products, And that just opens the whole lens for
It
us.
must be so liberating for
Right.
you and the team. I mean,
Yep.
that's like, so how do you focus on where to start? I mean,
Yeah.
that's like you're removing the shackles of TV,
Yeah.
driving it back to
Right.
TV.
Well, when we did that, we kind of, our first starting point is we went back to the mission of the company, which is to create surprising and playful entertainment experiences everywhere we go. So we said, okay, well, here we go on to a new platform. So what does it mean to be surprising and playful? And that was a key guideline for us. But then we also looked at what do kids like to do on these platforms? Well, they like to watch funny short form videos.
Yeah.
They like to play games. And they certainly like to watch our full episodes because that's what they come to the television to do. So that should be a part of it. But they also like the surprises and the interactivity. So those are all of the ingredients.
Right.
We added that to our knowledge of the way they approach these digital experiences, wanting to see everything all at once, have new and refreshed content, and it was the marriage of those three things. So that helped us to frame it, guide it, and then from there, we iterated until we found the right experience.
Sounds like a pretty wonderful place to work. That's very cool.
It is. It is. I love working there. Nickelodeon's a great company. We really care about our audience and giving them great content.
Yeah, you can tell. Well, listen, Matthew, I thank you
Yeah,
dearly.
thank you so much.
Really
It was a
appreciate
pleasure.
you being here. Excellent addition to the summit.
Cool.
So
Glad I
come
could be
back
here.
again next year.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, man.